Hello, hello, and welcome to Autumn Willow's Doll Nursery. My name's Miranda, and today we have a little one with us that I don't think I've shown on my channel yet. This is Shiloh, and he is a replica of the Pippa kit, and he was my second replica. He started off as a girl, as you can see here, but I did some tweaks. I took off the brown eyelashes and I added blonde eyelashes to match her hair, and I added some freckles and things. And when I got done, I saw a boy. I just saw a boy. So I trimmed his hair up a little shorter. There you can see the freckles, and I think I added a little bit of a different color to his lips. I toned down the bright pink. So he's had some tweaks. He's got freckles all over his skin. You can kind of see the blonde eyelashes here. You can see the freckles across his cheeks and nose. So he's had a little bit of work, and of course I put varnish on him so he wasn't so shiny, but you can see some freckles there on his arm and his hand. I did him real light. I didn't do a ton of freckles. I think he turned out really well. But I wanted to do this video sharing a little bit of what it's been like to have Shiloh and what it was like to have a little boy, specifically replica. And that's the topic of this video is going to be replicas and how they're different. So he has been so much fun to dress. This was an outfit that I got for him at Goodwill. The whole outfit, and even the lovey, came from Goodwill. I'm typically a girl mom, but I've had some fun with him and dressing him up. I've been able to find some really cool clothes in his size, since he's bigger. Doesn't he look so cute? And he's been a lot of fun to pose because of not just his size, but he can stand not very well because I have weighted him. He's really, really heavy. So he doesn't stand up super well by himself. But I can still get some pretty decent pictures of him. This is some more of that outfit that the jacket is just perfection. Absolute perfection. But getting back to our topic, because he's a replica, even though I've done work to him, I feel more carefree when I have him out and about and doing different things. I don't have to worry so much, and we all know this. Those of us that have replicas, that's one of the reasons why we enjoy them so much, is we can do more with them without having to worry so much whether we tear them up or not, because let's face it, even if we do tear them up, they're not that expensive to replace. I'm curious, with you, does that mean you bond more easily with a replica because you can be more carefree? You can take them out, you can do more with them without the worry, without all the futzing, right? Does that help you bond better? I have noticed that it is, for me, a little easier to bond because I'm not worried so much. These are some pictures. I had taken him to a local park, and I wasn't worried. I wasn't worried about anything. If he fell in the dirt, so what? It wasn't a deal. You know, if he got a scratch here or there, it wasn't a big deal. And I was able to just have fun with him. Just simply have fun. And doing the photos, oh my gosh, doing the photos at the park. Yes, I was a little bit nervous. There were people there. Yeah, I was a little nervous. I don't like, I know eyes were on me. They were probably like, what is she doing? There's a dog park really close to where we were, and so this is him sitting at the dog park while we had Kinsley there. But other than that, other than the people watching that I was a little nervous about, it was just a carefree day. It was just us having fun. It was a nice summer day. And I'm excited to... This is him in the pool. Again, something that I would have been extremely nervous to have an authentic in the pool. But this was a blast. I got him a little swim outfit from Walmart. I had him some toys. This is Kinsley's dog float, and we just popped him in it. This is him with Aubrey. So these were my very first two replicas. Aubrey being the first, him being the second. And they make such cute little siblings. I have a bunch of pictures of them playing. That was a lot of fun to take pictures. And they came out pretty well. It actually looked like two little babies playing. So that was fun. But what's your story with your replicas? Do you bond easier? I know some of the flack that we can get for having a replica may ruin it for you. Maybe just that alone makes it to where you're afraid to do anything with them, afraid to post pictures of them, and so maybe it is more difficult. I totally get it. I totally understand that. But for me, I think being able to be so carefree means I don't have to worry. And if I want to take them out and do something crazy with them, if I want to have him making mud pies for a photo shoot, I can do that. If I want to have one of my replicas playing in flour, like they're cooking, it's not a big deal, right? I can just do it. So I was just curious as to what y'all thought about this, and what are some fun things that you have done if you own a replica. What are some fun things that you've done that maybe you wouldn't have done with an authentic or a more expensive doll? Just curious, very curious. And I'm excited to do some things with Shiloh and Rayliana and even Ehud, since they're my older dolls and they're all 3 replicas. I think this summer we can have a ton of fun with these 3 together. So if you guys have any ideas, things you would like to see the 3 of them get up to in a video, you can also pop that down in the comments. I would be happy to, if I can, if it's a video that I can do, I'd be happy to do that. I don't do a ton with the boys, or I haven't here recently anyway. Just because you know me, I'm a girl mom. I have a lot more fun with the girls. So they don't get a ton of playtime. But when I do, I do really enjoy it. And creating Shiloh's personality was another really fun thing, because it just came so easily with him. I don't know what it is about just the way he looks in general. And maybe it's because he reminds me a lot of my brother. When my brother was his age, my brother had like the identical hair that he has. Blonde ringlet curls. And of course blue eyes. So maybe it's because he reminds me so much of my brother that it was easy with the personality, because I pretty much gave him my brother's personality when he was that little. Tyler was so shy. I can remember him hiding behind mom or dad's legs from the time he could walk. And so I gave that to Shiloh. He is extremely shy. He's very quiet. Tyler was not eager to talk either. He was pretty quiet. And he was able to communicate with me, and he was okay communicating with me. I just somehow was able to understand him. And so all of that shyness, the quietness, Shiloh, he could have had the name Shalom for peace, because that is so his vibe. And I think when I am feeling the need for shalom, for a slow pace, just a quiet time, I love to get him out and to just cuddle with him, because there's that perfect personality to embody shalom. So I do have a lot of fun with him, even though he doesn't get a lot of playtime. But he's also pretty realistic for being a replica with some of the changes that I've made. So of course that makes it easier too. And I've noticed with the replicas, obviously the hair is really pluggy. But if you have one with lighter colored hair, you don't notice the plugginess so much. Whereas with Aubrey, it's pretty obvious. That's why I gave her bangs, because it kind of hides a little bit of that plugginess. So if plugginess is an issue for you, excuse me, go for a lighter color hair. Go for the blonde hair. And his hair is super easy. I don't do, because he's a boy, I really don't do anything with his hair. So I think I've washed his hair maybe once, where Aubrey, I'm all the time messing with her hair. And so when I was changing her daily, I would usually wash her hair once a week, because it would just get super frizzy. But I really don't even need to brush his hair. So it has stayed really nice. So that's something else. If you're getting one of these replicas, you can play around. You feel more, again, carefree, in changing them up a little bit, because if you mess up painting, giving freckles, or if you mess up eyes or eyelashes, it's not a huge deal, right? I have considered changing his eye color to match Ehud, because I had given him green eyes, and he was the first one I had ever changed the eyes on. It was just such a task, though. I don't know if I'm up to do it again with Shiloh. I'm probably just gonna leave his eyes blue, but it was something I thought about. So that's something else. If you're wanting to kind of practice customizing a doll, this is a great way to start. Start with a replica. And for me personally, I think it's easier starting with one that's bigger, because if you are changing the eyes, if you're doing things, it's easier to work with the bigger. You can get your hand up further into the head. It's just all around a lot easier. But I hope you have enjoyed getting to see this sweet little boy. It's really bad that I have to think for a second of his full name, but I'm pretty sure it's Shiloh Cohen Noah, I think. Unless I may have changed his middle names, and I can't remember if I did. That's bad. It's been a while since I've been over his paperwork, but I hope you've enjoyed getting to see him and getting to see some of our adventures, our outings. There will be more of him to come, and a lot more outings with him, especially as we get towards better weather. But thank you for joining us here, and I know we're talking replicas, so that can be triggering for some people. I apologize if that triggers you, but here, it's your dolls your way, as Springflower says. Thank you for joining us, and bye for now.